I wanted to give a part two basically to my video game pitch for millennials. And it looks like IDOS Montreal has canceled Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver, because of sales and layoffs and all that. Sales were bad apparently. And this is part of the pitch for me because I wanted a 3D platformer for adults, and this was sort of close. However, for me, this was not bloody enough. I wanted Mortal Kombat. Millennials grew up with Mortal Kombat, and I wanted it that bloody. And I guess this is strategic on their part because Legacy of Kain, if you remember back in the day, was bloodier. And they changed the blood to souls, and I don't know, it didn't ring as true. It wasn't quite as good. But I liked that it was kind of a 3D platformer-ish type of game with, that was kind of more adult and was dark. I'm in a park right now with some birds, so please excuse that. That's just how it is. But basically, my idea is ultimately sort of like Altered Beast meets Astrobot, okay? I want, like, let's go back to Altered Beast. I want, like, this skin over an Astrobot type of game, like this, the simplicity of Astrobot, the focus on fun platforming of Astrobot, but the bloodiness of Altered Beast, the overall look of Altered Beast, that kind of dark world of Altered Beast, that kind of thing. But also, this is key, and this is something that's been kind of missing from modern gaming. And as a millennial, a kid in the 90s, I really appreciated this, and it's just kind of gone. I want power-ups back. No skill trees. No leveling up. None of that horse shit. Just fucking power-ups. Like Altered Beast, you got the power-up. It could be different from Altered Beast, but like you get the power-up and you change, you get stronger. You look like a bigger demon or something, and you get more demonic fire or whatever, and maybe power up again from there, or a different one, different power-ups, like essentially the Mario model but made much darker. Okay, this is all part of the pitch, right? So yeah, I would just bring power-ups back, man. Like, I can tell you right now, there's a lot of games I grew up, I'm going to list a few right now that I remember simply because the power-ups were so good. The Turrican series, this essentially, looking back, was essentially like a shmup, a shoot 'em up, turned into, like, you had as many power-ups as a shmup gets in a platformer kind of thing. But that's what it was, and I loved getting these power-ups. I thought this was great. It was basically gun power-ups, but still, this is great. This is also, like, as part of the collection now on Switch and other consoles. So this was good. And sort of random here, but Felix, this game on NES, the first Nintendo, he got all these power-ups from his bag or whatever, that purse or whatever you call it in the Felix world. And I remember this to this day. This game had great power-ups, just like a lot of stuff you could do. Now, these games might almost have almost too many. They have like 40 power-ups or something. I'm not asking for that much, but around 10 would be cool. And this is a reason I never liked. Well, I won't say never, but I think it was kind of missing from Sonic was the power-ups. Like, I wanted to turn into Metal Sonic. And you should have turned into Super Sonic much more than you did in the Sonic games. But anyway, going back to the main pitch here, Metamorphic Force was this beat 'em up game that was it never came to home consoles. It was essentially like a beat 'em up that was like made by Konami, that was Altered Beast basically. Look how cool this is. It's like dark monster stuff, but very colorful. So I'm not asking for a beat 'em up. I am kind of wanting a platformer, but this is sort of what I'm talking about. I mean, I would maybe even put Bloody Roar in here. Like, basically, you don't have to start as a human. It doesn't have to be a werewolf thing, but go from a lesser monster, get a power up, and get and become a bigger monster or whatever, and make it level based, no open world, no skill trees, nothing, like really old school in that way. Maybe an overworld to select the level, like Mario 3 and Super Mario World or whatever on Super Nintendo. But basically, that would be kind of my pitch here. Again, it would be M-rated, it would be bloody, it would be a 3D platformer. Again, I would like the mechanics of Astrobot and Spyro, like the simplicity and the mechanics of that, but with this Altered Beast and Metamorphic Force skin over it. And the power-ups maybe lead to more blood and more like fatality-like moves on the enemies that are even bigger demons. I mean, maybe even you could put the Doom demons in this as well, you know, like as an influence, especially on the enemies or something, you know. So yeah, something like that. To me, I feel like this is, you know, the adult 3D platformer. People in the last video talked about Conker's Fur Day in the comics, and that was good as comedic one. I would like more of that. There's been sort of more adult 2D platformers. The Retro Revival, you know, The Messenger was like this, and Valfaris was awesome. You know, and then there's boomer shooters as well, which has brought back like the 90s love for FPS games of that type. So I'm talking about bringing back 90s, early 2000s 3D platforming, but with 90s blood and stuff in it. You know what I mean? So let me know what you think. I think this would be quite an awesome game. Avoid overworld stuff like Sonic and Shadow or whatever, and Sonic Frontiers. Forget that kind of stuff. We're going back to 90s simplicity, okay? There's just too much fucking shit in games these days. So I don't want it deep. I want it to be near arcade, not quite like a beat 'em up, but you know, close. So let me know what you think again, and that's it. Thank you.